This video is brought to you by Mindvalley.
The worst thing that's going to happen to you in life if you are not careful is that one day at the age of 40, you're going to wake up in a job that you hate, wondering, why did I spend 20 years of my life to get this stupid job that I hate? There was a study done, 2 million adults, and they found that 83% of adults dislike their job. 83%. Your mind responds to the pictures you make and the words you tell yourself. Training your brain to perform at its best, to put you in the right state of mind, whether it's studying or it's talking to someone that you're shy about, or it's achieving your goals. But the craziest story is this girl. She's a Romanian girl. She learned this practice when she was 16 years old. And her dream was to beat Serena Williams and win the US Open. She started doing this practice, and at the age of 19, she beat Serena Williams and won the US Open. When they asked her how she did it, she mentioned this practice. She is one of the students of this practice. And this practice, of course, is called the 6-phase meditation. And this is what I'm going to attempt to teach you. So when I was young, when I was 12 years old, that was what computer games look like. And in this game called Rings of Zilfin, I was this tiny character called Reese, and I had to navigate this world, and you had to improve your shooting accuracy, your strength, your endurance, your power, your charisma. Eventually you get everything high enough and you have enough power to go up to the evil Lord Zalgot, cut off his head and free the land. Now the game was really awfully dumb, but there was not much options back then. I still had to play the game because there was nothing else to do. But the game got so boring, I decided to just hack it and just give my character Reese unlimited strength, like unlimited charisma, unlimited endurance, unlimited power, and just march up to Lord Zalgot and just cut off his head and end the game. And it was so refreshing. The funny thing is, our actual life is like that as well. There are 6 things that you need to elevate in life for you to have the most amazing day, for you to cut off the head of your Lord Zalgot. There are 6 things that you need to generate within yourself so that you can be the hero of the game that you are playing. And that game is school, that game is being a good kid, that game is achieving your goals, that game is getting better at your sport you play or the musical instrument you play, becoming a better friend. It's these 6 things. The first one is the feeling of being loved and loving others. It's called compassion and kindness. It's the feeling that you are connected to other humans. As you go forth in the world, you will find that the world will appear more loving to you. Whether this is science or metaphysics, we don't know. But when you do this, you become so much nicer to other people, and other people will reflect that back to you. But that's phase 1. Now let's go to phase 2. Now phase 2 is really interesting. It's on gratitude. We now want to elevate. We've increased our level of love. Now we want to increase our level of happiness. Now science says that this practice, gratitude, which is simply being grateful for the stuff that happened before, is the human characteristic most associated with overall well-being. I don't know your situation. When I was young, I went to a horrible school because my parents didn't have the money to send me to a good school. So I went to a horrible school. My teachers beat me. But there were still like little things that if I think back, I could remember. I had some good friends there. My PE teacher who taught me sports was great. There was this beautiful banyan tree that we could sit under in the shade. Even if you're in a horrible school, you can still think of little things that you can be grateful for. What are you grateful for yourself? Maybe you play the guitar incredibly well. Maybe you're a good runner. Maybe you are always the kind person. So you think about these 3 things. Now studies show that simply thinking about these 3 things, so we call it 3 by 3, 3 things in your personal, 3 things about school or your work, 3 things about yourself. Studies show that if you do that, your level of happiness goes up. But here's the crazy thing. It goes up and it stays at an up level. Gratitude has a really interesting effect on you. Okay, so level 3 is actually forgiveness. Now this is a tough one. Forgiveness actually means to forgive people who have hurt you in the past, but also to forgive yourself. The fact of the matter is, many people go through abuse. Many people around the world may have parents who are cruel to them. Forgiving them doesn't mean that what they did is okay. It's a little bit more intricate. It means that you might still report them, you might move away from them, but in your heart, you understand that they are a broken human being, and you know it's not you. Now, phase 4 is where you visualize your goals. So what is a good goal, right? Well, the most important thing I think I can give to any of you guys is to think about who you want to be 3 years out and visualize that. Make those pictures as clear as possible. Bianca Andreescu at 16 saw that at 19 she wanted to be the world winner for the US Open and beat Serena Williams. Now, a good goal is something that should scare you a little and excite you a lot. So think of yourself 3 years out, and it should make you slightly scared. Oh my God, can I really do that? If it doesn't make you slightly scared, you're thinking too small. But it should also excite you. Yes, I really want that. Can you guys all think of something 3 years out? You want to take those goals. The yoga teacher. Find magazines that show Spain, that show an incredible successful yoga teacher teaching maybe classes of 100. Start sticking it on a board. This is called a vision board. This is my vision board from 15 years ago. You want to perform on stage, cut out pictures of stage, put yourself in that picture, stick it on that vision board. What you have your mind focus on is more likely to come to you. After you see your life 3 years out, it's important to command how your day is to improve. So now in phase 5, this is what you do. You do a practice called segment intending. And basically, you divide your day into beautiful different pieces, and you just set an intention for every piece of your day to unfold perfectly. So you might see yourself waking up in the morning feeling incredibly refreshed. You might see yourself showing up to school, just being in a good mood, completely prepared, confident. Every day when I wake up, I tell my day how it is going to go. And when you do this, you honestly feel so powerful about what's going on. You stop having lousy days. But if you do this segment intending, you are commanding yourself to be so powerful that nothing can shake you. Your days become formidable. How many of you here know people like that? Right? People who are constantly complaining, life is always like this. Like, why does my foot always hurt? Why do I always have headaches? Why are all of these restaurants in Thailand so sucky? Why are everyone so unfriendly? Whatever you believe about the world is going to become the world for you. Do not be that person. Whatever you believe about how your day is going to go will be true for you. If you're the person who believes that your day is going to suck, it's going to be cold again, your back is going to hurt again, people are going to ignore you again, that's going to be true. So by segment intending, you are putting yourself in this powerful position of power. And now we come to the final phase, which is really simple, the blessing. This is where whatever religious tradition you have, whether we are Jewish or you're Christian, and if you don't believe in any of that, just think of yourself as asking for a blessing from your own core inner strength. You're simply asking for whatever higher power you believe in to bless you and make sure that you are supported. So phase 1, you give compassion to the world. Phase 2, you express thanks and gratitude. Phase 3, forgiveness. Phase 4, you saw your life 3 years ahead. Phase 5, you commanded how your day is going to go. And phase 6, you basically say, this is who I am, this is what I seek to do. Give me your support. And that's it. That's the 6-phase meditation. Now, if you can do this every single day, it takes only about 15 minutes, but I promise you, your days will start changing. And if you cannot do it every single day, do it on a Sunday. The effects will still stay with you for 7 days, but if you do it every day, you're constantly up-leveling all of these different dimensions of your life, and your life is going to be amazing. This is meditation for busy people. This is a way of mastering your mind for entrepreneurs who can't shut down your thought process and find focusing on just your breath way too boring. After training celebrities and pro athletes around the world, I wrote a book to explain this protocol. We call this the 6-phase protocol, and it has been endorsed by some of the world's most incredibly talented people. It's not a pill, it's not something you eat, it's something you run in your head in an internal state that transforms the way you show up in the world. You do not need hours upon hours upon hours of meditation or solitude to unlock these abilities. They're already in you. In around 15 minutes a day, running this protocol, it transforms the way you show up in your life. You become better, stronger, fitter, healthier, happier. Click the button below to order and get all the bonuses headed your way. Thank you.